Hey guys, I want to talk to the young women out there. This is not for all of them, but this is for mainly the young women who are in positions working with kids, like teachers, EAs, teachers' aides. We have a serious problem with teachers and teachers' aides and people in teaching professions who are working with kids. Now more than ever, we're having a serious issue with these young women who are in their 20s, and some, not as many, but some in their 30s, who are so desperate to be beautiful and young, and I'm let me rephrase that, because you're all beautiful, but I think a lot of you are having problems getting older. And we live in an era that I like to call the entitlement era. We live in a time where our kids are more susceptible than ever to addictions, with technology and being able to access whatever they want on the internet. The addiction of games, especially things like Minecraft. Our drug problem is worse than ever. A lot of these kids have parents who, and I'll be the first one to admit it, parents like me who suffered incredible trauma and never got the help that they needed. And we have a tendency to let our kids get away with a hell of a lot more than what we got away with. I'm outside in the bright light, so it might be hard to see me, and I apologize for this, but this message was just too important to wait. So kids nowadays are growing up pretty messed up. A lot of them are having a really hard time, and my son is one of them. He's special needs. He's just turned 13, but he's got the mind of like a 9 or 10-year-old. And he is absolutely vulnerable to anyone who wants to prey on him, which is why I am so incredibly overprotective of him, and I don't let him go anywhere by himself. And I observe everything he does online, which is a problem with parents nowadays because they don't all do that. And which is why we have this problem where kids are meeting people online who are listening, because obviously the parents or the caregivers aren't giving them the time they need, or they're not listening to them, or whatever the case may be. These kids are feeling that they need to talk to somebody online, and then these predators have a way. They're very good at what they do. They convince these kids to meet, and then we never see them again, or they're forever traumatized. The sad thing is, it's not just the internet. We have these people that we are sending our children to every single day at school, trusting them that they are going to be cared for at school as much as they're cared for at home. And our kids are getting essayed and abused, and they're so consumed, these women, and most of them are women nowadays. These women are so consumed with being young again that they are willing to traumatize these children for life. I don't care if this kid was the one who flirted with you. I don't care if this kid said he wanted to be with you. I don't care if whatever the reason is that you and this child got together, it is your responsibility. Their brains are not functioned. Our brains do not completely grow until our 20s. So I don't care what your excuse is. You are the responsible one. That child is a child. You are ruining his life by doing what you're doing. You are old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. You are old enough to know how you are scarring these kids. You have no right to destroy these children's lives because you miss being a kid again. You miss being young again. You miss boys flirting with you. I am so sick and tired of hearing excuse after excuse. Well, he seduced me, or he came at me. He started it. You are a grown-ass fucking woman. And what you're doing is not innocent. It is SA. It is R. It is incomprehensible. Leave these children alone. Leave our children alone. Grow up. Get therapy. Get a man. Get a fucking prostitute. I don't care what you have to do, but we entrust you with the lives of our children to keep them safe. And if they have problems, you need to address them to their parents so the parents can get them the help they need. There's not a day goes by where I don't read the news or watch the news and hear about another teacher or teacher's aide or someone working with children that has destroyed another child's life. Kids have a hard enough time nowadays. Our kids are way more messed up than we were when we were kids because they have far more peer pressure and addictions and technology and all kinds of shit that they have to deal with. And us as parents are having a hard enough time trying to convince them that we know better, that we're just trying to keep them safe, that we just love them, want what's best for them. And of course, they're going to listen to their friends, they're going to listen to these women hitting on them, and they're going to think that we're these horrible parents that are just trying to ruin their fun and whatever else. We have a hard enough time getting through to our kids. We don't need you making it worse, because you can't just suck it up and realize this is what happens. We get older. You know what? Get a facelift. Get a fucking breast implant. I don't care what you have to do to make yourself feel better, but stay the fuck away from our kids and get yourself a man. I don't care. You need to stop for 1 second and realize I am lonely, I am depressed, I am miserable, I am going through a midlife crisis, I'm scared of getting older, but is my pain worth ruining a child's life? Am I willing to ruin a child's life because I am that petty and pathetic? Or should I take this pain and not give it to somebody else and do what I have to do to make myself better? Enough. Enough. Our kids do not deserve this. No child deserves this. Do what you gotta do. Get a fucking man. I don't care what you have to do. But stop abusing our children and let them have the life they deserve.